First, there is the need to ejaculate, which means to reduce the pressure. Then there's the association to the pornography. But they kind of come together. The more you're small, the more you settle for small things, such as masturbating, looking at an image of a girl. At least if you're less small, you're like, I want the girl. That would be at least one step a little more honest, if we can say it like this. So how do you get rid of the addiction? Well, first you got to realize you got an issue. If you like zoom out for a second, you look like a fucking idiot of the highest caliber. Like if you think about it. But nobody's taught you that this is precious energy. You're an idiot. Nobody's taught you the value of that energy, and nobody's explained to you that that energy and that the liquid of it is necessary for your overall harmonious health. When you spit it out like a fucking idiot, you're like, it takes your body about 30 days to get to create that nectar. And you need that nectar to balance every aspect of your body-mind. It holds it down. It's crystallized attention. And here you just spit it out like an idiot. You don't even understand what I'm saying. You can't even feel what I'm saying, besides the fact that you feel a little depleted. Pay attention to what happens when you ejaculate unnecessarily for the millionth time or the second time in a row. Or first of all, your bones are going to start being achy. Your joints are going to start being a little stiff. Your mind is dull. You're like, a little like, what's going on? You need immediately something to stimulate you because you can't stand yourself. Your mind is all over the place. You're susceptible. You're weak. And you feel fear. So imagine you do this on a constant basis. No wonder you're a loser. Like, this is not even hard to understand. And even if you're quote unquote succeeding, you're not succeeding because whatever you're doing is meaningless. You may think you're succeeding, but it's nothing compared. If you zoom out and look at the super big picture of life, when you stop pretending that life and the cosmos and reality doesn't exist and you stop focusing on nonsense within the system, your success, even if you have some, and I can respect it, is minimal compared to what you're actually able to do and could do had you actually cultivated your sexual power. You could be a god in the true sense of the word. Whatever that means is not what you think, but you could be. Not a superhero figure like James Bond. I'm talking about a real deity. So compare your life to what I'm saying, even if it doesn't make any sense. So men don't know the value of that liquid. They don't know the value. They don't understand their health, nor do they feel their own bodies because they're numb. If you were not numb, you would not do that. So anyway, if you want to kick the habit of masturbation, first you have to realize that there's a limit to your potential. You're like stuck somewhere. And men more and more are starting to understand that. Well, I'm not sure they do. It's a fad. No Fap. Don't masturbate. It's like a thing like taking cold showers now to activate your potential. Whatever. If it works for you, at least temporarily, is good. But what's important is that you feel, that you reclaim the sensitive body. Because your body is numb because of your tensions, which block the sensitive aspect of the nervous system and its full expression. So when you reclaim that, you start to feel yourself, you start to feel your mind, and you start to feel a direct correlation between your actions and the consequences. So then you're like, wait a minute, I don't like how I feel after I do that. So there's no judgment. You're like, I don't like, yeah, it's like you eat that, but you're like, shit, when I feel like that after. The pleasure is great, but it's like, I feel like shit for an hour or 2 days. I'm like, fuck it. Then you find a better food that doesn't give you the problem after and feels and satisfies you better. So to reclaim that sensitivity, but what I was trying to say, because I'm like layering things at the same time, to let go of the habit is because you have to have an interest to discover more about yourself, a greater potential of yourself. And if that takes you on a journey to unlock your potential, but we're talking about concretely through your body and mind, then as the energy starts to circulate and your sense of self and your nature begins to expand, this becomes like rubbish. And also you feel the consequences of what you're doing, so you're kind of like, think about it twice, then 3 times, then 5 times, then 10 times. It's very organic, it's unforced. Then it doesn't even cross your mind, because what kind of fucking idiot takes the sap of life and throws it into a Kleenex?